Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video, we're going to have another project. So we would like to write a program that calculates simple interest based on user input. To do that, first I'm showing the message to the user saying that welcome to the simple interest calculator. Then I'm going to ask the user three inputs. The first one is the principal variable, the second one is the rate, and the third time is the time. So I'm going to ask the user enter the principal amount and store it in the principal variable. Then I'm asking the user to enter the rate of the interest in percentages and store it in the rate. And then I'm asking the user to enter the time in years. So the user is going to enter the time and store it in the time variable. Then using this formula, I'm going to calculate variable called simple interest. So this formula is the following: principal multiplied by rate multiplied by time in parentheses, and their result is all divided by 100. And in the output, I'm saying that the simple interest is, and then I'm showing the result here. So when I run this code, it says enter the principal. So I would say 10,000. I would like to apply for a loan, for example, for my car from the bank. And I would like to ask for 10,000. And the rate of the bank is 4.5, for example, percent. And then I'm going to return this in 10, let's say in 20 years. When I want to return it in 20 years, it says that this interest is 9,000. So you're going to pay 9,000 after 20 years of interest to the bank. So now I would like to get a mortgage from bank to buy an apartment, for example. I would type down 100,000. I would say the interest rate is 7, and I'm going to return it in 30 years. It says that after 30 years, I have to return $210,000 to the bank for the initial principal amount of 100,000 with the 7% of the interest for the duration of 30 years. So in this video, we learned how we can provide a program that calculates simple interest based on input user. Thank you for watching. Hello everyone, welcome back. In today's video, we are working on another project. We would like to write down the FizzBuzz program. So a program that to print numbers from 1 to 100, replacing multiplies of 3 with fizz and multiplies of 5 with buzz and multiplies of both of them with FizzBuzz. To do that, I'm having a for loop ranging from 1 to 101, and the reason is I'm having 1 and to 101 is that because the start is inclusive, so we want to go from 1, so I'm typing down the 1. But the end is exclusive, so it says that 101 because the end is exclusive. So if I type down between 1 and 100 because the end is exclusive, it is going to iterate until 99. Okay, so if we want to have until 100, we need to type down 101. And there, when we enter the loop, we are having certain if, elif, and else conditions that we need to check. In order to understand if a number is multiplies of 3, a number is a multiply of 3 if that number is divided by 3 and the remainder of the division equals 0. Okay, this is how we can understand if a number is a multiply of 3 or divisible by 3. So we are going to type down the FizzBuzz message in the output if the number is divisible by 3 and at the same time it is divisible by 5. If the number is only divisible by 3 to print fizz, and if the number is only divisible by 5 print the buzz message. Otherwise, print that number in the output. So in the AND operator, if you remember, both sides of the AND must be true. So if a number is divided by 3 and its remainder equals to 3, and that same number is divided by 5 and the remainder of this division as well equals 0, sorry, it is going to print fizz buzz message. And if only that number is divisible by 3 to print fizz, if it's only divisible by 5, print buzz, otherwise the number itself. So when I run this code, we see the output here. So number 1 and number 2, the numbers are written like here because neither of these conditions are true for them. Therefore, this else part is true for them. So we are printing out the num. So the variable num that we are initializing here is going to take number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 until it reaches 100. So for the first iteration, it is 5. It passes none of these conditions and 1 is printed out here. Then for 2, the same thing. For 3, because 3 is divisible by 3, the fizz message is being printed out here. 4 is not, neither of these conditions are true for number 4. Therefore, number 4 is printed out here. Then we are having number 5 here. We are having the buzz here because when num equals 5, 5 is divided by 5, the remainder equals 0. Therefore, it prints buzz. Then for the 6, it prints fizz because fizz means number 6 here, and 6 divided by 3, the remainder equals 0. Therefore, we are having the fizz message in the output. So it goes until it reaches, for example, number 15. Number 15 is divisible by both 3 and 5. Therefore, this fizz buzz message is printed out in the output. And you see that when I go down, I see all these messages that are printed out here. So in this project, we learned that this num is going to take numbers from 1 to 100 using for loop, and depending on these if conditions, it is going to print certain message or value in the output. Thank you for watching.